Welcome back, guys, to the top 5 Wonderkids at every position in Football Manager 23. Today we will cover Centerbacks. Let's go! So, the fifth guy on our list is Pierre Hincapi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He's the center back playing for Bayer Leverkusen in Germany, and he's a great all-around player for a 20-year-old. He's got great grades, good marking and passing. I love my defenders to go with ball-playing defender, and good marking and passing. Also, the work rate is good, and determination could be a bit better, but it's still great. He currently you can get him for like around 20 to 25 mil. I tried to go as low as possible with Bayer Leverkusen, but they could only accept 23 mil. So that, I think that's the lowest you can go for this one. Also, he wants wage between 43k and 58k, so I think that's okay, and I think he will be okay with the squad player as a role in the team. So this is a really good player. He could be a bit taller. I would like my defenders to be a bit taller, to be honest, but he's got a good jump reach, good pace, good strength. As I said, perfectly fine all-around player for your club and for the future. So if you're looking to get this one, feel free to go for him. I think he can develop really well and play a really important role in your team for the future. Number 4 on our list is Diego Coppola, currently playing for Verona in Italy, and he's a great center back, but more like a classic center back, not like ball playing defender, because you can see that for ball playing defender he's not really good with passing. Vision is also in the lower numbers, and I think he could be a really good central defender. That his primary role. And he's a great young guy for an 18-year-old. Amazing grades, good strength, pace, and jumping reach, good height, 192, and positioning is also great. Mental grades, amazing. Also, heading, what I like with my central backs is that the heading is really good and a jumping reach, because I don't want them to be beaten in aerial duels. I tried to get him for as low as possible, but Verona just didn't want to go anything lower than 16.5 mil. So I think he's really cheap if you're playing with some higher spending clubs like Man City, Man United, or some clubs like that. Really good guy, really good grades, really good classic central defender for your club if you're looking to get him for the future. Also, he would like not really big wage, like 24 to 33k per week, and I think he will be okay with fringe player role in the club for starters, but of course he will ask for the future to be maybe an impact sub or maybe squad player, or even further when you renew his contract in the future, he will probably go with some more important roles in the club as he develops. Anyway, I think he's a really good guy. Tackling is also at 15, so it's really amazing. I really like his mental grades. That's really important for a central defender, so he don't make that much mistakes in the back. Anyway, if you're looking to get this guy for your club and you need a classic central defender, he's the guy. Third guy on our list is Morato. He's a Brazilian center back currently playing at Benfica, and he's, what I can say, all around amazing grades. Also a classic central defender, but let's see. He can play as a ball-playing defender. He can develop in that role. That's not a problem. He's still young. Good vision and okay passing, but as a central defender, I think jumping reach and height 192 again for a 20-year-old is amazing. Jumping reach at 16 and heading at 14, marking also at 15, amazing mental grades. Determination is okay and work rate is okay. What's most important is for me is teamwork, because he's playing at the back, so he needs to understand himself with his teammates. Also, he just signed a new contract. I wanted to give you guys players who you can get. In the last episode, when we covered the goalkeepers, I went over the goalkeepers, and like 3 out of 5 of them you couldn't get because they signed a new contract or they just moved to a club. So you'd have to wait until January or until the end of the season. But at this episode, I wanted to give you guys an insight of from players that you can get like right now for the club. Not that you'd have to wait like a year or so you can get them. This guy signed a new contract, and I went and spoke with his agent, and he told me he would be okay with joining us. But Benfica wouldn't be a problem. The wage, his wage would be a bit of a problem. Right now he's asking like between 135 and 175k, and he will probably look for more regular starter or important player in the club. Benfica, as I said, it's not a problem with the fee, like all around 25.5 mil fee with percentage of profit from next sale at 30%. So I think that's okay. That's not really that much if you have some money to spend, and this guy is definitely the one to get. As you can see, first touch is at 9, dribbling is at 9. That can be improved over the time. Also, as I said, a classic center back for your club. He's a great guy, but a little bit cheaper than the last one. And I think if you have money to spend and you're looking for a guy for the future, definitely you can go with this one. Second guy on our list is Caleb Boccoli. He's an Italian center back and currently playing at Atalanta. All around great player. For a 20-year-old, I noticed that this year 20-year-olds have amazing grades, like good mental grades. Technical could be a little bit better. I can see that a lot of the grades are at that point when they can go yellow, like technique at 9, passing at 9, long throws at 10, also first touch at 9. Heading is great, also marking is great, and tackling for a 20-year-old, that's amazing. And positioning is 14, work rate is 14, determination 14, all around amazing. Also, jump reach, pace, and strength, which you need for a central defender, is great. Height could be a little bit higher, like the last two guys were 192, so that's why. Anyway, 187 for a 20-year-old at the center back is amazing. He can play maybe as a ball-playing defender. That's my preferred role at the back, but vision, technique, and passing could be a little bit better for him. Anyway, when I went to try and when I went to speak with the agent, he told me that he want like between 40 and 60k per week. So I think that's okay. Maybe more like 60k, knowing FM23. But still, he will like, I don't know, squad player maybe, or a regular starter. So I think maybe a squad player at first, and then for the next year he would ask you for like a regular starter or important player. As far as Atalanta goes, they accepted like 27 mil, which is like a mil less than what agent suggested us. I offered them like 50 mil up front and 10 mil in installments, and also 2 mil after 50 league games. They agree with that. I think he's really cheap. As I said, if you have money to spend, if you're playing with, like, I don't know, Newcastle or I don't know, PSG, or if, I don't know, like after 6 months Barcelona have increased your budget for like 100 mil, because I played with them and I know how it works. If you have money to spend, definitely a guy to go. He can really improve and really have your line cemented, basically, be the fortress, and he will improve a lot in the future if with right trainings and right individual trainings, of course, and a good playing. So definitely a guy to go. And let's move to the last person. So the first guy on our list is Enzo Biomo. He's a Cameroonian guy, 20 years old, playing at Albacete. His preferred role is ball playing center defender, but he can play as a right back. But I don't know, maybe you can retrain him at that position, because he is 180. He's not that tall, but overall grades for a central back is amazing. Passing is 13, vision is 13, technique is 13. Jumping reach and strength can be a bit higher, but he's 180. That's reasonable. Also, work rate and determination is great. Overall, good mental grades, good technical grades, and good physical grades. As far as the Albacete go, when I spoke with the agent, they told me they would like to get like up to 3.2 mil. So I tried to offer them, and they only wanted his release clause, which is 4 mil. I think that's okay, but I have the notification that he will need to play more games, so he can get the work permit for England. But if you're playing at Spain, I think you can definitely get him. He's really cheap, and he would want up to 40k per week. He would probably look for an since I'm offering this with Man City, he'll probably look for maybe breakthrough prospect or impact sub maybe in the future, that kind of role. But definitely a guy to go if you're looking for a center back and also a right back you can train at. He's not that expensive. A lot of the other guys were really expensive regarding with him, but he also have a good grades. I don't really like that much. He can improve a lot, definitely, but I will definitely prefer maybe Scalvani or someone like that. He's currently unavailable because he just signed a new contract with Atalanta. That's why he's not on my list. Anyway, I would like to end this episode right here. Please stay tuned, like, subscribe, and feel free to comment if you have any recommendations. Next up, we have the right backs. We'll cover top 5 Wonderkids at right back position, and stay tuned. Thank you very much. Bye.